Hey people, Infiltrator 53, SDL Province Blue Team. It's Zeno with a Chaos Lord, a durable and destructive hero walking through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption fighting in melee, alongside Swagga Gitsmacker, an amazing name for an orc, but they are a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. Imperial Fists here. Rounding off the team is AlphaLegion with a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that leaps into combat, some powerful disruption and support. The same Han elite scheme, slightly recolored I think. Red team, Burning, is a Lictor Alpha, a melee specialist that infiltrate and disrupt, some powerful offense and a bit of support alongside. Muzi 1990 with a Brother Captain, a durable hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, bringing powerful support, disruption and offense, fighting in melee. And rounding off the teams is Nagual with a Apothecary, support hero, fighting in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and passive health regeneration aura. Nagual just being knocked over, now wants to fight some Howling Banshees, which is not a good idea. They've got Guardian support as well, Techmarine trying to get in there to help. It was not a good fight to take, Mr. Apothecary. Can he heal himself and escape? Maybe? No. Maybe they were waiting for the shotgun scouts to come in and make the difference there. West side, Ormagaunts are barely getting out. Termagants also having to flee, some doom blasting heretics. Chaos Lord gets a good special. Lictor Alpha might go down, in fact. Maybe? They do. They got him. Good use of those heretics there, well judged. Back to the mid at blue team's natural VP in the south. The Techmarine's in trouble. Strat squad get him, yes they do. Start off as a very solid melee unit, these guys. Now have their Tones of Titan as well for some psycho goodness. They're down to almost half hit points. Need to be careful as they get away, and they are going to just retreat out. They don't want to drop one of those models, they're expensive models. Banshees barely took any damage actually. Scouts with shotguns down to 2 models. Apothecary's back to his feet. And we got Tactical Marines taking back the wreck point there. Back towards the mid. Tactical Marines in melee with some Stormtroopers, which the Stormtroopers won't like. Those guys trying to grab that central wreck point, and they get it. Not for long though, I don't think. Brother Captain on their way back to the mid though. Breaking everything. There's We Are the Hammer, providing a damage resistance and a speed bonus to nearby allied units. And himself, although he doesn't get the speed bonus these days. Unless he has his fancier sword. 2-to-1 cap. Very early on. Double Rangers for AlphaLegion. So you may see Nagual respond with Assault Marines, which of course will be counter-initiated by the Banshees. And of course the Warlock himself, perhaps with a Merciless Switchblade or something. Techmarine gets revived there. Gave a level to the Warlock. Warrior Brood on the field for Burning. Power melee squad with heavy infantry armor. Shut down by Havocs. Chaos Lord was already level 2. Scouts getting a quick heal. So the red team wanted to make a run at the west side, but got shut down by the Havocs. Havocs now repositioning. Lictor Alpha being sneaky. Could flesh hook the Havocs, of course. The one with the heavy bolter, ideally. Techmarine hanging around a little bit too long. I think he's going to be okay though. Rangers trying to disrupt and get hot shots in. Banshees again have found the Apothecary, but this time they get knocked around and blasted by a strike squad. Warlock is going to fall, I think. Apothecary, I believe, got the last hit there. Oh, we got sniper scouts from Swagga Gitsmacker. Maybe they could get those enemy scouts over there. At the moment, they are shooting, I think, at the Stormtroopers, trying to get models off. Tactical Marines got one of the scouts down over there. On the west side, meanwhile, Termagants flee. Chaos Lord had a grand old time. I think he's got half a XP bar in level 2 now. Interceptors on the field for Muzi. Teleporting infantry. 30 DPS melee in tier 1 on teleporting guys is pretty damn good. Have a good chunk of hit points as well. 400 per model. Unlike Assault Squad though, they can't disrupt you in tier 1 when they jump. But arguably, I've seen it argued that just being able to instantly teleport is pretty damn good for retreat kills and stuff. There is a slight delay when they teleport, but it's definitely shorter than flying through the air momentarily. Blue team will take back the west side. Oh, AlphaLegion just lost their Guardian squad. I can't even see their bodies anyway. Must have been somewhere else. Must have been trying to sneak somewhere else. Banshee is getting low. Assault squad still at 3 models somehow. Gonna jump again. Scaring off the Rangers. Where were the Guardians? Where's the Warlock actually? Oh, they must have been around here. Bunch of dead stuff in the mid. Sniper scouts just hanging out over there. They could go to the east side and help out maybe. Looks like that's what they're doing. Quite quick on their feet, scouts. Can maneuver quite well. Oh, they got an assault squad marine fella. Might get another one if they're bold enough, but they're backing off over there. West side. Double Chaos Space Marines being chased off. Zeno did drop their early Heretic squad, but it was replaced here. There's that Corn Worship for +2 speed. Lictor Alpha's in there. Got the Feed the Tendrils. Power melee weapon that heals him on hit. Pretty damn good for some sustainability and brawling. Hormagaunts getting shredded as they retreat there. Looks like they are going to make it out. Some doom blasting Heretics with Aspiring Champion. Warrior Brood is really low. Dropping 2 models. Lucky maybe to get away. Oh, Chaos Lord falls though. Big flank from muzi. Wasn't even paying attention. Here come the scouts with the snipers. We got flame attacks too. Say hello to the interceptors, fellas. They're on ya. And that is Mind Blades from the global bar of the brother captain. Giving him, I think I believe it's exactly the same as user choppers, isn't it? It's more melee damage and more melee skill. I believe that's right. On the east side of here, Banshee's yelling. Being chased by the assault squad. Warlock is in there though. Hasn't got any support for the Banshees. He can support Banshees really well, this guy, with Cloak of Shadows and the channeling runes and stuff. Or the Falchu's Wing even in later tiers. Assault squad might be able to smack a Banshee or 2 to death on retreats. Give it a go. Killed 1, but the Warlock got that knockback, which was quite useful. They might have dropped another there if it wasn't for that. Scouts with shotguns and Sergeant. Back to the west side. Bashed a gen maybe. Oh, the Interceptor's got kind of messed up. Down to 1 model there. Chaos Lord still down and twitching. But should get revived eventually. Tyranids backing off. Snipers doing their thing. Hormagaunts have had to reinforce so many models in tier 1, I think. I believe they've been down to 1 model like 2 or 3 times already. Flesh Hook on his Chaos Space Marine fella. Plasma Cannon is up though. And tries to destroy a tree for the Emperor. That's Swagga's. We have a Wraith Lord on the way for AlphaLegion. And Nagual is not even in tier 2. So they might lose their power on the east side when that thing starts stomping around. Apothecary has a customized Stormbolter. Can use that to stun the Warlock maybe. Armor of Purity as well for the decreased cooldown on his heal. Full auto not being used, I don't think. Banshee's getting in. They have their Exarch too. So they will know that AlphaLegion's in tier 2. Wraith Lord is actually on the field right now. Assault squad having a bad fight. They might not get away here. They got away with 26 hit points. Banshee's staying a long time trying to finish them. Down to just the Exarch. I think they're going to be alright. Where's the Wraith Lord? Oh, he's not moving. Did not set a rally point. Now he's walking. 453 to 279. Rangers getting shots in on the Apothecary. Scouts just hanging out. They're not even shooting the Warlock right now. Wraith Lord has now been spotted, so Nagual knows that they need some anti-vehicle. They can get missile launcher, of course, on Tactical Marines. Las Cannon and get a melter on the assault squad. Oh, they're going tier 3. So much for a Las Cannon. No Devastators on the way. Missile launcher and melter bomb might be enough. Techmarine packing a plasma gun right now. Being roasted in his armor. There's overcharge. So much DPS on those interceptors. They do have their Justicar, so they have that Furious Intervention. Disruptive teleport. What's that? What was that? Oh, that was Psychic grenades. From the interceptors there. Gormagaunt's on capping duty. Havoc's making it tough for them. Spore Mine's doing some work. Oh, couldn't quite get a detonation on those fellas. Here comes the Grey Knight Dreadnought. Should just go into melee, I think, with those Havocs. Doing some good damage though. Those two models taking it evenly, so they both would have died if they just sat there. Back to the power, being bashed. Chaos Lord is down. Tier 3 for Swagga. Zeno already there. They kind of skipped tier 2 Zeno, because why the blue team was under so much pressure here. Swagga only got the plasma devs and some Techmarine war gear as well. So they have gone for a light tier 2. We'll see if it pays off. Swagga has tons of power, so they can replace the lost gens there quite easily. Banshees be yelling. Here they are. Always with the yelling. Very fancy special attack animation that the Banshee X-Up does. Uh-oh. Jump. Got to jump, fellas, I think. Nope. Didn't have to jump. Don't listen to me. Rangers popping some TAC models, and that's with Angels of Death up. Wow. That's 50% damage reduction and knockback immunity. And Banshees are gone. Where is the Wraith Lord now? He's right here. You dumbass. Melter Bomb is in, but there's no tax here to missile launcher. In fact, do they even have it? They don't, but Nagual does have a las cannon. They did get one up in tier 3, but it's not moving. Not sure why these assault marines are staying in play here. They're jumping, trying to get the rangers, but jumped in the wrong direction. I need to be very careful about how they get back home. Back to the west side, big power push from the red team. We have a tank. Can the tier 3 rush pay off? Plasma Cannon Grey Knight Dreadnought here. A Chaos Predator though is a pretty scary proposition. We do have a Venom Brood with the ranged synapse. That's that bright green synapse you can see there. Chaos Pred. Uh-oh, and a Plasma Techmarine right there for the Venom Brood to have to deal with. Now they can move up. But the captain, meanwhile, is trying to cap with the Nemesis Demon Hammer. Not something you actually see all that often, this hammer. Usually it's the halberd. But more often you'll see the staff or the sword. Some good weapon choices, the brother captain, isn't he? Almost some friendly fire there on the strike squad. Interceptors having to flee. Don't have any marks for the CSM. They did drop some of their CSM Zeno, well, one squad I mean. Tier 3 for Muzi. Swagga Gitsmacker with a Predator tank of their own on the way. Is it going to be enough to get themselves back into this game, to drag themselves back in? Plasma Cannon gets a shot. Some repairs from the scouts and heretics and stuff. No mark yet for the Chaos Predator. They might want double Predators up before they start giving them marks. Nope, there's Mark of Nurgle on the way. Gonna make this tank very tough with increased health pool, health regen, and melee resistance. It's also gonna change the main autocannon weapon to fire big Nurgly rounds. There it is. Also the bolters get damage over time, I believe. It really is a Mark of Nurgle. Is that a brother captain dying on the VP? It was, but he gets away. Warlock's in there with Witchblade of Kernus. Coming to the west side to hang out and do this. Also has the Falchiel's Wing. This is a nice buff to have, enhance. Might have to run away though. Uh-oh, goes down. Misjudged by AlphaLegion. There's a Tyranno formation from burning. Got a good hit actually on the Chaos Predator. It's a Nice hit. And the Havoc's got wrecked. Mark of Corn, autocannon for those guys right now. Might be worth getting las cannons on this Predator, so you keep that Dreadnought away a bit faster. Back to the east side. AlphaLegion split with the Warlock on the west side and down, and they only have Rangers and a Wraithlord at the moment. They are in tier 3 though. Got a lot to deal with though, a lot of different things to deal with here. What is that Ranger doing? That was strange. Sometimes the sniper squads are do weird stuff. Split up like mentalists. Lictor Alpha's tier 3, or level 3 rather. Deadly Jump is always handy. Can maybe get onto the Plasma Devs with it. Are you sure you guys can shoot from there? I guess we'll see. I believe people have said that you can shoot through these things. You can shoot through them, but you can't see through them. It's something weird like that. So maybe if you ground target, it forces them to shoot through. It's weird. This Predator tank of Nagual is really far forward. You know what I say about vehicles being over the halfway line on the 3v3. Meanwhile, Lictor doing some capping. Both the naturals are red. They are massing in the mid. Look at all this stuff. Burning is indeed tier 3. No sign of any massive stumpy things though. Are they going to try and attack them right here, right now? Because AlphaLegion doesn't have too much. It's Seer Council on the way there. They do have a Providence Warlock though. There's a lot of stuff in the mid though to deal with, eh? Dragonfire rounds in. Is that? No, it's a flamer. Good dumbass. I thought that was Stone Guard with Dragonfire loaded in. Interceptors saying hello. Getting them off the cap. AlphaLegion trying to get their power back. It's going to be a tough nut to crack. Can they pull them apart a bit maybe? That's the Lictor Alpha jumping in. Indeed did get onto the Plasma Devs. Kicking off big time. That's marked target there on the interceptors, yeah. And they are persuaded to leave. Plasma Devs are wiped out by Hormagorns getting in. Where did the Lictor Alpha go? He's still in there. Lost the indicator, but he's still in there. Both the tanks surviving for now. The power is being hit, and you don't want your power hit in tier 3. Blue team looking very depleted actually. And here comes a Land Raider Crusader from Muzi 1990. The relatively light tier 2 for Swagga and Zeno hasn't paid off. That's for sure, not yet. Red team are starting to get their tier 3 rolling. With the advantage carried from tier 2. This tank is in a really strange place. Taking Wraithlord melee attack somehow. Orbital bombardment. I guess from Swagga. Must have been. Maybe? It's hitting the Seer Council though. Must have been. Looking at a red as well. Assault Squad getting away with 2 models. Good thing they did. There's a Warlock's here for some ethereal slashing. 3-4-3 to 2-2-2. Down it goes, that tank there. Nagual's Predator tank taken out by Las Cannon Predator of Swagga. Lots of red for Zeno. They can drop a nuke. If needed, down goes the Dreadnought too. Good passage of play for the blue team. Can't effect with a Venom Cannon for burning. Bunch of dead Tyranids on the west side. We have Mark of Corn. Chaos Space Marines almost level 3. Chaos Lord Battery Seat level 4. No war gear for this fella. Some casual gen bashing towards the mid here. Land Raider or Crusader is up. Hurricane Bolters on the side sponsors. Twin linked assault cannon and a multi-motor on top. Bristling with Daka. An Orc would be proud. There must be like looted Land Raiders and stuff, right? In the lore. And like tabletop conversions and stuff. That must be fun. Needs to get close if it wants to fire that multi-motor though. bolters won't do much to a tank. Needs to keep moving. It's level 3, this guy, this Chaos Spread. Land Raider's taking shots from a Predator. Autocannon's getting some good damage on the Carnifex as well. Look at this thing. This autocannon is so badass. Does so much damage. As you get close to it especially. Not sure what this Land Raider's doing. It's not doing any damage to the tank. It's just trading shots really, really badly. The last cannon that can maybe do some work if it's allowed to set up. The Chaos Predator gets very low. 336 to 200. Some Pawn Worship to help it get away. And now they get onto the Venom Brood. Well played, Heretics over there. Some good work. Killed a model even. Well done, fellas. You level 2? You are level 2. Maybe you won't immediately die in the next fight. Warlock levels to 6. And then goes down. D-Cannon on the way. Oh, Seer Council almost went down. Not sure where they were fighting, if it was in the mid. Crusader took a beating, but held up their armies at least, I guess. And that does have value. What's Burning gonna do? Did he have the pop to get another Carnifex? They do. I assume that's what they're gonna go. Maybe a Barb Strangler alongside that Venom Cannon. Whirlwind on the way for Swagga. Nagual with another Predator tank. What level is the Apothecary actually? Level 4. Has improved the medical equipment now for more energy regen. Is a very energy intensive hero, as you may expect. Throwing at them heals. Especially with the Armor of Purity. 307 to 191. Can they get onto the VP? Muzi seems reluctant to fully commit to the west side. They go through the mid a lot. Maybe they're going to do it right now, though. Is that a Venerable Dreadnought? No. Super not. It was Paladins from Muzi. Straight onto the Predator tank here. This is the Mark of Nurgle one. Oh, it's a new Mark of Nurgle one. Double Mark of Nurgle. Paladins have the marked target on them, but the Techmarine is not shooting at them. Now he is. Or shooting at another target there, I think. Paladin's taking a lot of damage. Not sure why the Interceptors and the Strike Squad are chasing that tank. That is a really bad use of their time. Not only do they have regular melee damage, but that's a Nurgle Predator with melee resistance. That was a really strange fight from Muzi. Got the Paladins in, and then just ran everything after that tank, doing nothing. Where is the brother captain? Oh, he's on the cap. Were they just throwing away pop there? Maybe. Not sure why you do that as a Ordo Malleus player, though. It's not like you can spam Grey Knight Terminators. 298 to 160. Melter Bomb. Oh, and now a Las Cannon. Wraith Lord can't even move right now with those two stacking speed debuffs. Warlock might get away. Level 7. Nope. Tax got the chase. Level 4 Tax there. Blue team are now taking the west side back. 287 to 160. It is another Carnifex of Burning. Can Muzi recover now? Uh-oh. Eldritch. AlphaLegion with the Eldritch. Can they follow it up? Do they even need to? They are going to need to. If they don't follow it up, that's a big waste of an Eldritch, actually, I think. Tank is trying to. No, that's an allied tank, dumbass. Does Gitsmacker have a tank? They do. Level 3. They couldn't get onto it, though. It's a waste of a nuke. But that thing just going to be repaired now. Maybe it'll keep it off the field longer. But I think should have waited for a big fight or to stop a cap or something. Double cap for the blue team, though. They're in the ascendancy on capping. There's that menacing Lictor Alpha. Here comes a Vortimer Razorback for Muzi. Maybe that's what they want to spam in tier 3. By freeing up some pop. The captain goes down. 1630 hit points on this thing. That is a lot for a tank. With health regen as well. Lads Cannon's right there sitting in the middle. They can't get much closer. Paladin's back out, having recovered. The Crusader is being repaired indeed. Not getting much help with that though. These scouts could help. Looks like they're going to do that now maybe. Are they? Oh, they're capping. Bit of a lull in the action. We have double Venom Cannon Carnifexes on the west side. Paladins are here too. The Lictor Alpha is being annoying. Whirlwind trying to get shots in. Jumps on the Havocs and starts to tear them apart. They do get away though. Now goes after the Plasma Devs. What was that? Was that Singularity going on over there, I think? 2-1 for blue. Can red team get the VP back? I think they are going to get it. They're blob capping a bit over there. Paladin should be putting pressure on, I think. Venom Brood. Ouch. It's going to be alright though. Was that the Havocs dying? Yes. Double Bioplasma. Down goes the Predator tank. Nicely done. Those Bioplasma are awesome. The Las Cannon can't quite set up in time to get more shots on the Carnifexes. What's this? In the mid. There's full auto on the Warlock. Providence goes up. Ethereal slash time. Ouch. That was a big hit on the assault squad there. Another one. I don't think they're going to... Oh, they might wipe them. Oh no, should have done a regular attack there, but they do get it. They wiped those assault marines just with triple ethereal slash. Direct hit on the Techmarine. Down goes the Vortimer too. 268 to 70. A frantic finish here. Red team pushing through though. With a 2-1 cap now. Here's your Paladins. They're going to take so much damage, but they've got to push, I think. Nagual with some Terminators on the field, getting that health and energy regen from the Land Ready Crusader. Triple Preds for Zeno. One of them's Marco Zinch. Anti-vehicle upgrade. Some of this blow up over there, 250 to 70. Focus LR says AlphaLegion. Down goes one of those Preds. Mind Blades up on the Paladins. Brother Captain himself is still down somewhere. The Land Raider does fall. Or blow up rather. Have a Fire Prism for AlphaLegion. Rhino on the field for muzi. That's a weird one. Down it goes. muzi has completely capitulated here. They even lost their Paladins. Wow. Really? What the hell happened to the Paladins? I felt like they were fine a second ago. With Mind Blades on them and stuff. There they are. Maybe the Seer Council got on them. Seer Council will mess up some Paladins. Especially if they're leveled. Are these guys leveled? They are. Almost level 4 in fact. Blue team might be able to put the nail in the coffin here because muzi is down to a single unit and it's stormtroopers as well. The Dreadnought on the way. Triple Carnifexes for burning. All of them with Venom Cannons. He knows what he likes. And it's Venom and Cannon. Down goes that D Cannon over there. Oh, Las Cannon's getting shots from the garrison. There's no marked target though. Must have been used already. Level 7 Techmarine. The Carnifexes should be okay. Can't repair them though, of course. Unless you're a zone throat with that symbiosis thing. Terminator's being chased by a Seer Council. Suddenly Tactical Marines. Which are, yeah, not in a good place to be, but they distracted them from the Terminators, I guess. 180 to 70. It's actually a 2-1 for red. But blue team are on the contested VPs. March of the Dreadnoughts late game here for muzi, I guess. Another Predator tank. Zeno with more Havocs on the way. Eldritch. Nice idea. The blob of Tyranids there. Couldn't quite pull it off. See a council fleeing now. Here's a Grey Knight Dreadnought with a multi-melter upgrade. Other one hitting the field right now, 174 to 67, Tyranids formation. Got that scout pretty good. I'm not sure why this Predator was chasing a Venom Brood of all things there. They're trying to go for something else, maybe the Terminates. It's going to get away, it looks like. The scouts did not get away. Orbital. Uh-oh, everything needs to move. Heretics got caught, but that looks like it. And who cares about the Heretics? The Chaos Lord certainly doesn't. They defend their VP for now, 174 to 45. Time for red team to push to mid, maybe. What did you get on this guy's double melter dreadnought time? This guy's down to half health though. They're not going to be able to chase and outshoot all these vehicles, I don't think. Doing some good work to this one, but when they all bring their guns to bear, dreadnoughts aren't going to last long. Yeah, especially with this guy, the las cannons. Techmarine doing some repairs, 174 to 27. Venom cannon is there. Warlock wants to get in a decap. Chaos Lord is more interested in fighting the warriors. Should be killed. Oh, there we go. Fire Prism doing its thing. I was going to say, should use Good a Week to knock him off the cap. The Fire Prism can do that too. We have a Mark of Zinch Havoc squad. Bioplasma time. Decent hit, I think. Uh oh, Chaos Lord getting Venom cannoned. Down he goes. 174 to 21. I don't see a lot of action in the mid. Although, maybe those guys are going mid. Global Repair asks Zeno. And there it is, the blessing of the Omnissiah. Good time to use it. What are you trying to do, Mr. Dreadnought? Down it goes. I guess muzi feels like they have to do something. They should have gone mid maybe with it. And supported Nagual here. It's going to be a 2-to-1 for red actually here when those guys cap. What is this? It's more paladins. Unique to the brother captain, these guys. I don't think the last fella's got their Holy Grounds upgrade. 156 to 21. Fire Prism gets a good shot there. Although it did knock back a bunch of friendly stuff, I guess. Mark target really messes up those paladins, eh? When everything in the world is shooting at them. Bloody hell. Especially a level 8 Techmarine with this plasma gun. This thing must be doing so much damage with the overcharge up at level 8. Double cap for red. Arnifex is being tied up by a Warlock. Great unclean one on the way for Zeno. Look how much red they have as well. Can drop a nuke somewhere maybe. And maybe they'll need to. Because this is too much for the Seer Council to deal with, I think. Shotgun blasted. There's the distortion field from the Warlock's global bar. Level 4 Seer Council taking a beating. But they couldn't handle it all. 85 to 21 on the VPs. What is this? It's a very sneaky ranger. Looking for the VP, at least a decap, I guess. Those guys retreating past him. Would have spotted him, but that doesn't mean muzi spotted him. Warlock trying to get a decap at least on her own natural, but Nagual is being a big nuisance here. Double Fire Prisms. Stone God with Vengeance rounds though. Is it worth the Terminator trying to risk a teleport for Power Fists? The Power Fist on the Vanguard Veterans too. There's that knockback. Stone Guard trying to get in there with the shots. The Cyclone Missile Launcher misses. I'll guard it, says muzi. Sure what they're referring to, the VP, I guess. Yeah, looks like the brother captain is going to guard that. 50 to 21. Really good pressure play there from Nagual, but they have to back off, I think. Level 4 Warrior Brood, 46 to 21. Single cap for red. I thought they were going to crumbled when Muzi capitulated so hard, but they have stayed in somehow. Paladin's coming back out onto the field after healing up for ages. And burning continues to be solid with all these carnifexes. Great Unclean One though on the field now for Zeno. Passively damages nearby enemies. Has some nasty abilities too, like that. A foul snare. That guy dead pretty good. Into Alpha harassing the plasma cannon into the garrison. Does have menacing visage. Carnifex is getting very low. Bioplasma. Heretic kind of shrugged it off there. 19 to 21. Blue team, I think, are going to get the west side back. I think. Burning, trying to hold things up as much as they can. But it's tough. There's the cloud of flies. Scouts looking for the grenade. Well played, fellas. They got them off the cap at least. Where's the nuke from Zeno? I guess they're really holding on to it. What was this? Paladins having to get the VP back. The brother captain has perished, and that is overcharge. Techmarine time being suppressed by the Crusader. Can't get any more shots off, and then multi-multi to the face. Back to the west side. Angels of Death, Vanguard veterans trying to get something done. The heal on them too. Level 7 Apothecary. Stone Guard veterans of vengeance rounds because the Great Unclean One is super heavy infantry. 17 to 9, you guys. Avatar of Cain on the way for AlphaLegion. It's Havoc's on capping duty now. Uh-oh, Stone Guard perish. Desperation times for both teams now. VPs are so low. Looks like blue team are going to get a 2-1. Oh, Bioplasma. Wasn't enough to stop the cap. What the Lictor Alpha came out of nowhere with that deadly jump. Bloody hell. The Salt Leap is the name of the actual ability. More disruption now. Level 7 Lictor Alpha kicking some ass. They got level 8 off that. Green Unclean One is very low. Just pushing and pushing and pushing for like 5 minutes solid with this Great Unclean One. He's not backing off too. Oh, Zeno must have used a nuke somewhere. Did they use a nuke somewhere? I don't see the remains of the nuke. Not sure. 8 to 9 on the VPs. Land Raider, I think, is going to go down here. Yup. Down to 2 VPs, the blue team. They have the 2-1. I don't know if the red team can get back to the west side in time. I don't think they can. There's a Toronto formation. Looks like the blue team have it with 2 VPs left. What a game. Chaos Lord is level 8. Had no war gear the whole time. Zeno went pretty hard tier 3. And I guess they got it by the skin of their teeth. Swagga, level 10 Techmarine is Plasma Gun is scary. AlphaLegion's Warlock, level 10 also. Did some good solid ethereal slashes to the face of some Marines and stuff. Providence, of course, and Falchu's Wing at a level 8 Lictor Alpha. Some good work there. Was solid on the west side burning. Muzi had a rough time midway through, like tier 3-ish. Blessed Aegis is up. Nemesis Demon Hammer. Level 5 Brother Captain and a level 8 Apothecary for Nagual. Was pretty solid on the east side actually and had some good pressure on the mid. There you have it, guys. Was a pretty fun one. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.